most of the conversations that we have all come back to the money. Okay. So don't let anybody tell you that it's not money related when you're talking about things that are relevant in society or culture today. Whether you're talking about a relationship, it does not matter if you're talking about drip, marketing yourself effectively, corporate America, raising your kids. In one way or another, it can all come back down to the money. If you want to understand how elections work, it's financial. If you want to understand the incentive behind President Barack Obama getting behind the alphabet community movement, it's money. It all comes back down to the money, right? And the question that I'm hearing from people often at times is what should they do with their money once they start to level up? Whether you get a promotion on your job, whether you start your own business. I tell people on a regular basis, especially for men, the peak earnings for a man does not really even come into fruition until he's in his late 50s and 60s. So when we see, right, and we're not talking about basketball players, we're not talking about football players where they get, that one shot or that, 5-year window or 3-year window or 10-year window where they're going to make as much money as they possibly can and they got to try to figure out how to invest it or survive off of it for the rest of their life. We're talking about real life people that understand how money works. Now, it's two different ways that you have to look at this, okay? The first way is that everything is compounding, and I would recommend that you guys either read Buffettology. You can start off with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, work your way up into The Richest Man in Babylon, even tap into The Alchemist, get some real understanding on how it is that you need to be moving within purpose by reading David Goggins, or Winning by Tim Grover, who was the trainer of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And then you can start transitioning into not The Richest Man in Babylon, A Random Walk Down Wall Street, Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins, right? You need to read, not the audiobooks. You need to actually read real books, okay? And work your way through it. Right now, what I'm studying right now is Spanish. So I've now started to implement and work towards becoming fluent in other languages based off of my international travels and being inspired by what it is that I see happening across the board, right? But it's a couple different ways that you have to look at it, right? When you're young, what we see often happens, and this is a cultural thing, right? This is a thing that people are incentivized to do. Women are incentivized to slut it out. Men are incentivized to go ahead and sow your royal oats. But that also is aligned with how you live your life from a financial perspective, right? And so what I see often happening is that people fumble early thinking that they're going to have a lot of time to recover, and you will. The problem with that thinking is that you miss out on a large amount of money because the earlier that you can start investing, the faster that it then compounds, and you make way more money long term by your money multiplying as a result of you then making smart decisions early. So it kind of reminds you of marriage. It kind of reminds you of a relationship. If you get it right the first time, if you do the right thing the first time, then you don't have to worry about some of the things that people are running into for the rest of their life. I don't have the duress mindset when it comes to relationships. I don't have a duress mindset when it comes to money because I was willing to sacrifice for the first 10 years of me really, really getting to the bag in order so that I can live the life that I want to live for the rest of my life. So the earlier that you start to implement these principles that I'm teaching you on the Millionaire Morning Show, and then inside of the Patreon, the faster that you become successful, or the more blissful your life is as you continue to move into the years that is more meaningful to you. You're not trying to figure out what to do. Now you're just starting to capitalize off of the opportunities because you have so much rolling, okay? It's the reason why we say stay in school, stay focused. Don't get caught up in that nonsense. Wait, because these hoes is always going to be there. Your mindset earlier in life and how it is that you're programmed is going to then manifest in what it is that you see as far as the results. The seeds that you plant today is often at times going to be the fruit that it bears tomorrow, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing that you have to understand is that even if you make the smart decisions when you're young, right? Let's say that you did it right and you taking care of business and you on top of things, or you may have fumbled, but then you recovered and now you starting to make 60, 70, 80, 90. I got a guy that I just mentored that just got a position and he just got a job for about $101,000, right? Just got out of college, new dude, into the workforce, been working for me for an extended period of time. Sometimes y'all might even see him sitting in my seats at the Pistons games, but he's focused and he dedicated himself, and I kept him on board, and he's about 22 years old, and he just got his first six-figure job as a result of graduating with a software engineering degree from the local university, right? And so I've kept him focused so that he doesn't fumble the bag thinking that he needs to spend the money on women or spend the money on women. I say, yo, keep driving around in that beater. Don't switch your car. And then he'll just come over my house and he'll say, yo, Ton, let me borrow your car in order to take this baddie out so that I can bust her down. And I say, hey, listen, try not to bust down the baddies because we don't want to be making women for the streets. We want to live our lives the way that we're supposed to. But you can use my car. Don't use your car, or don't start spending money in order to impress people that don't care anything about you, because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you'll forget that person. And the reason that they was with you in the first place is not the thing that's going to keep them around, right? And so the smart decisions, the early decisions that you make early is going to then dictate what your lifestyle is going to be later. Don't get no car note. Don't move out of your parents' house. Stay down. I don't care if you're making six figures. I don't care if the women that you talk to is looking for guys that didn't make a lot of money. Forget them. They not for you. That's not what it is that you're trying to do. Stay focused. Stack your money. Invest like this. Jump into this real estate deal with me. These are the things that I'm teaching my young guys. Never get caught up in anything that somebody is trying to convince you to do that is not going to be good for your future. Now, he's making $100 and something thousand coming out of college, right? Beautiful, awesome. But you also got to understand that, again, your peak earnings is not going to come as a man until much later in life. So here's the finesse. Here's the game. All right, you ready? The goal is to get rid of the money. The goal, shout out to Cliff Williams, be reading Super Chat shortly. The goal is to get rid of the money. Now, you may see me take a picture like this in order to then stun or something like that because, you know, I got to upset people on Instagram. I got to use this as a marketing tool in order to, you know, make people riled up, because all visibility can be good visibility if you utilize it the right way. But the goal is to get rid of the money. And it's not getting rid of the money when it comes to spending it on these hoes or living a lifestyle or getting caught up in this Instagram picture and photos and videos and short TikToks in which people are showing you pictures of Cabo and all of this other type of stuff. That's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. The goal is to get rid of the money as fast as you possibly can so that A, you don't have to pay the taxes on it legally, that another person has to pay taxes on their adjusted gross income. And then B, you want to acquire as many assets as possible that A, beat the rate of inflation, and then B, continues to compound over time, that then pays for what your lifestyle is going to be later. For every $100,000, every 100 bands that I buzz down, and the people in the Patreon know that the 100 bands come frequently. It comes frequently. For every 100 bands that I buzz down, I will tell you that 95 to 98% of every 100,000 that I buzz down is allocated towards buying more assets or reinvesting into the business or reinvesting into what it is that we're doing over here. For every 100,000 that we bust down, 95 to 98% of it, $95,000 and $98,000 of that money is all allocated to. Listen, this t-shirt right here is a $6 t-shirt. It's a $6 t-shirt. Now, I don't mind paying $40,000 for a watch. Well, Anton, that's a contradiction. No, it's not, because the watch is worth more than what I paid for it. It's an appreciating asset. Everything that I spend money on, I don't keep no money in my bank accounts. I don't spend money on things that's not going to make me more money or that I then can't use as a marketing tool in order to create more business. If it's not making me more money, and this goes for the people that you surround yourself with. You don't want to hear that part. If it's not making me more money, including the people that you, listen, if these people that you surround yourself with can't figure out how to use you as an asset, and then you vice versa, then y'all doing each other a disservice. You ain't got enough time to be sitting here having conversations with people just on some general stuff. You don't have enough time to be sitting here having conversations with people just off a general principle. If I see you in the street and I'm vlogging and I'm having a good time and we just so happen to kick it and you say you appreciate the content, great. But very few people can call my phone and just be shooting the shit talking about what up though. We ain't got no deal on the table? That ain't nothing that we taking care of? We're not taking the wives out to go and discuss business? All right, listen. I'm going to hit you back because I got to make this phone call. I will get dude off the phone in a minute. I will get a person off the phone in a minute. If you not calling me, oh no, hey, we about to record together. Hey, we about to go take care of some business. I don't have no friends that don't add no value into my life and then vice versa. We use each other. Our friends use each other. We don't misuse each other. We use each other. Friends help friends get to the bag, or otherwise they not really your friend. Friends help friends not fumble the bag, or otherwise they not your friend. They say, Anton, you always talking about money. Everything comes back to the money. You only thing you care about is money. You goddamn right. Abso-fucking-lutely. What you think? We just out here just shooting the breeze and just cutting the rug for no reason? Is it adding value into our life? Is it adding days to our life? Is it adding money into our pocket? Otherwise, I would rather be spending time with my daughter than just randomly talking to random people that don't have anything to do with my success. If it ain't about a bag, I don't want to talk about it. That's on everything. If it ain't about a bag, if we ain't adding value in each other's life. Listen, my family, I had a person. Oh, y'all don't get it. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. Might be. What's up? You working?
Yes, sir.
I'm on a live stream, so don't say nothing crazy.
Okay.
Hey.
Yes.
When you tried to call me a month ago, what happened?
I didn't get a response.
And then I called you back just the other day, right?
Yes.
Is the majority for everybody in my family? How many family members would you say I got?
Ooh, at least 60 or more.
60 family members that I'm close to, right?
Yeah.
How many you think got my phone number, if you had to guess?
If I had to guess, probably just your brothers and sisters.
They can't even call my phone.
Right. I said, yeah, I would say out of 60 people, maybe a good 10 to 15.
Can't even call my phone.
No, I mean, 10 to 15 that probably could call.
No, I'm saying the rest of them can't even call my phone.
Exactly.
Of all the things, but you've known me since how old was I when you first met me?
Oh, 14.
You met me at 14 years old. Of all the things that I've been focused on my entire life, if you had to guess maybe one or two things that I've always been focused on, if you had to guess, what is it? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but you could just be real.
For one, you've been about your business, making money.
Since I was 14 years old.
Oh yeah, you've always been about your business.
All right, baby, I'm gonna talk to you later.
Okay.
Since I was 14 years old, if it wasn't about a bag. Now, this woman right here, I've done business with extensively. We've done real estate deals. We've invested in businesses together. One of the closest people to me, she called me a month ago, was like, hey, she had to call Rita. She said, hey, where's Anton at? Where's Anton at? Rita was like, oh, Anton don't give his number out to everybody, but he told me I can give it out to you. I don't sit here and fuck around. My family can't call my phone just easily get in touch with me. It's about a good 10 to 15 people that can even get in touch with me. And that's including my wife, my daughter, my mother. I'm not sitting here, man, when I was in high school, I was about a bag. They was like, hey man, we about to go and bust down this chick. I said, yo, bro, they was like, Anton, why you looking confused? I was like, where's the money in that? Is it any money? On everything. On my father's grave. I said, yo, where's the money in that? So y'all just about to take turns having sex with a chick? Is that fun to y'all? How do y'all just sit around and just play video games and y'all not making no money from it? How do y'all just be sitting around chilling and you not actually networking with people and then building relationships as a result of it? How do y'all be traveling to places and not having it as a write-off because it's closely tied to your business and you're not taking care of business in the place that you travel to? How are you not having bookkeeping services to where you can then document and look at exactly where your money is going on a regular basis? Yo, I'm cool with going broke. If you going broke, cool. But tell me you going broke because you actually trying to do something productive. Tell me you going broke because you reinvesting in your money. Tell me you ain't got no money in your bank account, not because you was out here tricking and spending it on the hoes, but because you was reinvesting and trying to build something and trying to reinvest in something that's going to manifest more money and more fruit and more opportunity for other people. Tell me how you giving somebody a job. Tell me how you giving somebody an opportunity. Show me, because every person that see me in the street, whether I'm walking down and I'm tipping the waiter or the person that opened the door, at least every single bill that I get, every restaurant bill, I tip 100% of whatever the bill is. You just got time to be chilling? So you just talking on the phone. You think me and Rita just be talking on the phone? I'd be like, it bothers me. It bothers me. It very much bothers me to talk on the phone and I can't see the value that's being added into that conversation. I'll see you when I get home. I see you when I get home. Whatever it is that we need to talk about, hold on one second. I got a meeting that got to get into. I get every single bag. Anton, why you ain't quitting corporate America yet, even though you showing us the type of bags that you busted down every single month inside of the Patreon? Is it a shortage? Can we not get that bag and this bag? I got 7 streams of income. I want 10. Is it a 10th stream of income that we can tap into that's not going to affect what it is that we got going on? If you don't have a business mindset, if the people that's around you don't have this business mindset, it's not that they bad people. It's just that you're going in a different direction. Whoever is listening to this right now, this message ain't for everybody. It's not for the world. It's not for the 9 billion people. It's not for all of the people that's looking at stuff on YouTube. This message is for you. God sent this message specifically for you. If you are listening to this message right now, this is for you. Stop spending time around people or doing things that is not adding value into your life. I taught myself Mandarin Chinese. Because instead of listening to music in the car, I was like, you know what? I can be extracting some value because I very much expect to go over to China and negotiate with suppliers in order to get these products so that I can move them over here in the United States of America. This was way back when I was 20-something years old. Man, I don't just sit around and fuck around. If it ain't about that bag, I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care what you talking about. Q, no, she in here. She says good morning right now. Q's biggest problem with me is that she can't get me to stop. I was in the Dominican Republic and I was talking to Q on the phone. And Q was like, I hope you relax. And I said, hey, Q. I said, you know, I just divested myself from the Lapeef Let's Talk show, right? She's like, ooh. She's like, so what you going to do? I said, it's time for us to turn up. It's an opportunity. It's time to work. We got market share to acquire. We got things that we got to take care of. What you doing for your next show? How we going to take care of this? Do we got everything situated over there in Dallas? Is everything? Do you need anything from me? What's the budget on top of this? She'd be like, Rita, have Anton calm down. I was like, Q, it's not time to slow down. It's time to hit the gas. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to get it. Her and Rita be out shopping together in Miami and all of that, and I'll be back at the crib getting it, trying to figure out how I can lower the budget, increase the profits, and continuing to get this bag. I'm different. I'm different. We all different. We all got our vices. Mine is that I like to secure the bag. I like nice things, nice cars, nice watches, nice women around me. I like nice weather. I like first class flights. I'm different. I'm a whole nother animal. So